Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever been on a video call with your partner and hit that awkward moment where neither of you has anything left to say except, um, so what are you doing? How are you? That's kind of question that kinds repeating every day. So this video is for you. Okay. So recently, one of our viewers asked, what are the things a Filipina and her foreigner partner should actually talk about when they running out of things to say on camera? Okay. So today, Marty and I are answering that exact question by going through the exact topic and activities that saved us from what you call it, video call fatigue. Okay, so let's see how many answers uh, he prepared or he can answer for us. Okay, are you ready? Okay, let's start.
I would like to start first with example. Okay.
Okay, you will start an example. Okay, go ahead.
Mm. We have nothing to talk about. Mm. Awkward.
Yeah, it's awkward when he doesn't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say as well. Okay.
So first, first of all, uh, nothing saved us because we never had
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
anything to say. We always have something to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I'm quiet, it gets a little bit quieter. But the thing is that if you can have a comfortable silence,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you're comfortable with each other, there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you might be tired and since you're not here, I can just look at the screen and see you, right? We don't have to talk about anything. And I'm comfortable with that too, occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Now, um, when you explained to me the question that you had with from one of the
Yeah.
ladies, the Filipinas,
Mm-hmm.
and she mentioned her foreign boyfriend
Mm-hmm.
is, well, I guess that he doesn't have, or like she's the one that initiates
Yes.
conversation. She's the one
Mm-hmm.
who leads the conversation. And my my take on that is that if that's the case, and I have a friend
Mm-hmm.
uh in Manila, and she's with her a husband now that's from Florida, and he's exactly the same way. She has to
Mm-hmm.
initiate conversations. When she took him for the first time to meet her family, she technically had to, it's like he was just very quiet and very shy,
Mm-hmm.
where she's very outgoing. And like I told her that this probably will not work out for you
Mm-hmm.
because a girl should be looking up to the guy,
Exactly.
and if you're the one who's pulling everything, then you know what I mean. And it's like that you are the one with the masculine energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of the otherwise. However, she's very good at neglecting the negatives and just accepting the positives from him because I guess she made a choice, like either be single or just be with anyone. Now,
Oh.
you can neglect certain things for an X amount of time, but eventually these things do come, they come to the surface because our nature is our nature. You know what I mean? It's like
Mm-hmm.
if I have, uh, s- let's say there are certain things that, for example, bother me. And I could say, well, she's this, but then, she's got so many pluses, blah, blah, blah. And it's like you look away,
Mm-hmm.
but that's the thing is like people look away and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years later, these things kind of start to matter.
Mm-hmm.
Problems that haven't been solved in the beginning are the problems later you have to face in the future. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
these things should be addressed right
Mm-hmm.
off the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I mean, and that's kind of one of the things. And also, not everybody is a good fit together. And
Mm-hmm.
people sometimes try to force a triangle into a square. And you
Mm-hmm.
can you can force and you can try and but the thing is if it's just logically if it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's look, and some people have high expectations and some people, don't. Like some people will settle and some people don't. So who
Mm-hmm.
am I to say that if it's gonna work out or not? I mean, Filipinos are, great girls.
Mm-hmm.
They not all, but some,
Mm-hmm.
but that's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And they can be loyal and they can be supportive to no matter what, right? Because it's just a part of the personality, and some are not.
Mm-hmm.
However, um in normal, like normally it's obviously well, I mean, think about this. So okay, this is the thing. So when people uh, when I thought about what you said, right? And, when I thought about people's opinions and how people talk
Mm-hmm.
and what people talk about, well, you usually talk about things that you have passion about, right?
Exactly.
If you're passionate about your job, you're going to talk a lot about your job. If you're passionate about your hobby, like you're going to talk about your hobby. Look like me when musician talks to a musician, right? They're both have a passion in it, in the same thing. So the conversation always flows, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
they're interested. So take a guy that doesn't have much to say. What does that tell you?
Well,
She's
there's
not passionate
nothing.
about anything.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing going on his life, I think.
Yeah. And we both like books,
Yeah.
right? You read a
Yeah.
book, and if you like the book, you're super excited about it and you want to share,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You go somewhere, if you go to Manila, you saw a museum, whatever it is, right? If you love it, you want to share because you find that exciting. And
Mm-hmm.
it's the same with the conversation. So person that has nothing to say, that means they are not excited about anything, right? They are not passionate about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and when you look at that, that means you do not experience life.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because learning things and doing things that are human and reading books and seeing a good movie, meeting good friends, all these things, it's a life experience,
Mm-hmm.
and you're being passionate about like you live your life. And that's the thing. It's like, well, just imagine if you're having a conversation and I have nothing to say. What does that tell you about me?
Well, there's nothing going on in your life, and it seems like you have your own world that you're not experiencing life, the outside world.
Okay, well, so let's just say that you're very enthusiastic, right?
Ah, yes, I
And
am.
and you are. Okay, you're very enthusiastic, and you like to travel. Like I said, you like a good book, and then
Yes.
you have experiences within your job,
Mm-hmm.
and you share all these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have this guy that it's like how do you perceive your life with that person? Just imagine, like you want to go do things, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you come to US and you're like, let's go. You look for places like local
Yeah.
places, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I just kind of don't want to, or I'm like, okay, I'll go because it's like you have to force those
Force.
people to do things with
Mm.
you,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you go and you visit a place that you want to, and you're all excited, and I'm like, I don't really want to be here.
Oh.
You're gonna look at the partner of yours, and he's just gonna ruin your day, right?
Mm. Yeah.
It's all about effort, among other things. Now, if, for example, we don't have, let's say, nothing to talk about, well,
Mm-hmm.
guess what? Then let's read a book, right,
Mm-hmm.
or watch a movie,
Exactly.
separately, and let's talk about it. That's the one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can go on a Gemini,
Mm.
right, and you can ask Gemini, give me topics to talk about in a relationship.
Mm. Yes, yes.
So, um, but even that, so listen, I mean, let's say I mean, for us, it's been over 3 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we never slow down.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just say that, somebody's, they know each other for a year, two, three, four, five, six, seven. If it's already slow now, how do you think that conversation is gonna be a year or 2 years from now?
Mm. Well, that Filipina, they have been together for 7 years.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it seems like it's hard for her that she's the one who is initiating.
Well, so she's the go-getter, and he's the female in a relationship.
Mm.
Not any female, a boring female. You know how you sometimes say that like you come across people that just have nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you like? Watching K-pop, or they just have not, they have like no interest, no nothing. I don't know how you deal with people like that, right? Because
Yeah.
you can't force them into something they don't like.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing, is that if you find good conversations and enthusiasm very important, and it should be on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the ambition, like, there's a lot of things you don't have to match, right? There's a lot of things that it's good you're opposite.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay if you have different political views, if you're smart enough,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I'm like, your political views don't have to align with mine, as long
Mm-hmm.
as we respect each other boundaries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because just because you think differently doesn't mean you're wrong. What I'm just saying is that my views are my views and my opinions. They're not
Mm-hmm.
facts,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to, some say that it's good when you balance people that are introverted and extroverted,
Mm.
because if you like to go out a lot, occasionally your partner is going to ground you.
Mm-hmm.
But if sometimes the person that goes a lot also will make you come out and do things together,
Mm-hmm.
but it
Exactly.
should be mutual. So let's just say like this. I like to stay home. You like to go out. So one week we stay home. Next week we go out. One week, you know what I mean? 50-50.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
a good balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you compromise.
Mm-hmm.
However, some people will not compromise. That's a big no-no.
Oh.
Dump him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's same thing is, you're ambitious, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that girl, if she wants to have a conversation, so that
Mm-hmm.
means she likes to talk, and
Mm-hmm.
she's more passionate about life, because that's what people talk a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Also depends on the topics,
Mm-hmm.
usually are.
Oh,
So
can I
if
say
she's
something?
no, of course you can. Yeah.
The topics that they've been arguing is about religion and politics. And when she talk
Hmm.
about politics, it seems like her fiance uh get angry because she's into religion, and about the politics they have
Hmm.
different views, and
Yeah,
they
and that's
they got
fine.
into fight. So
Hmm.
she was asking me uh what are the other things that they need to talk about, since they cannot, you know, they cannot have a peaceful conversation about politics and religion. So she must avoid it or not.
No, first of all, people's opinions about politics and religion,
Mm-hmm.
that's an ideology, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have a certain belief, and those beliefs are part of your identity,
Mm-hmm.
all right? So if I refuse or I dismiss your belief or your identity, gonna become defensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it feels like I'm attacking you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Okay. But listen, but that's not the case. It's a very wrong approach because same thing is that I don't have to agree. Like, let's say I don't go to church because I learned the history, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say you want to go to the church
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to tell you right away, you can go to church, right? Because that's what you believe.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you my stance, my opinions,
Mm-hmm.
my findings, what I've learned, but I'm not going to stop you. If you want to go to church because let's just say that what's wrong with this world today
Mm-hmm. What is it?
is is let's just say what capitalism represents, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we know that let's say no violence,
Mm-hmm.
the world could do and would do much better if there was no violence and no wars. We can agree that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Church also pushes towards family life, children, among other things.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can make a decision that areas and people that have families, right? They have responsibilities, they have purpose in life, right?
Exactly.
And that if you're a family man, right, you have a purpose. Guess what? You're gonna do less stupid things.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up every morning. You know you got to go to work because you have a family. You have your
Mm-hmm.
wife to protect and support as well as your children. Like it's very clear that the religious areas and people that are very religious have a way better structure as economy goes and as safety among other things
Mm-hmm.
versus for example religions like look, let's not talk about different religions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not about that. But religion has a positive structure
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
as like as Catholics, for example. And yes, there were times when Catholic Church or Christianity used to be at war and cause a lot of harm, right? That was during the Crusades.
Mm-hmm.
But they give up on that on the wars. They went more towards the peace, don't kill, don't harm.
Mm-hmm.
And Christian countries like Africa or even Iran was Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And Christians got pushed out. And look at those countries now.
Mm, yeah.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the evidence speaks for itself. So although I might not agree with your belief,
Mm,
um, would I think that being Catholic or Christian is harmful? Absolutely not,
yeah.
because because you have good rules, right? Don't steal, don't kill, don't sleep around. You know, I mean, those are all things that make the world safer place. And a lot. And when it comes to like the morality among of things, like you know. I think you say it's like that money corrupts everything.
Mm,
Money corrupts heart. That is very obvious
mm-hmm.
because people that prioritize family over wealth have a much better purposeful life. Why? Because those things are how you said it's like this. Money is infinite.
Mm-hmm. Um,
You know what I
money
mean?
is just a
And
material thing, and family is what matters to me.
it's not that it's a material thing. It's money has how you said it's
Has
money
value,
has no value.
has no value.
It doesn't have a value.
Mm.
Well, all it is, it's a piece of paper
Mm-hmm.
that some Federal Reserve or central banker tells you, that
Mm-hmm.
they can add zeros, they can devalue whatever. No, a real real things have value. Like food, resources, oil, homes, things that we create, things we build, things that we get from nature, things we
Mm.
grow.
Exactly.
Money it's just a paper with some number on it, and we all agree that that 1,000 pesos has a certain purchasing power, right?
Mm.
And central bank can print unlimited numbers of these because they're not attached to anything of value, right? It has no value. They can just print all day, all day, all day, whatever. You can't print families. You can't print relationships.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put a price on somebody. What I'm saying is, none of the smart people or famous people ever sat on a deathbed. I wish I worked more. I wish I had more money. It was always, I wish I spent more time with my family. I
Mm-hmm.
wish I spend, more quality. And that's the thing is, so if you're gonna learn anything from these people, learn this is because time with your family is free and it's available to everyone.
Exactly.
Central bank central bank cannot dissolve that. They cannot inflate your time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what I mean? So I think that's why, the older I get, the more I appreciate what the church stands for, right? Nowadays, not back in the day. And what do you call it? So how am I gonna argue with that? Like, look, I might not believe in everything that's in the Bible, right? However, the message that it sends,
Mm.
as far as how you should be, 100%. I would rather for you to be religious because at least you believe in something, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
You, you know what I mean? I believe me, I trust more what church is selling than what media is selling because it's obvious. What media is selling, it's destroying social fabric, why church and Christianity is trying to bring that social fabric together.
Mm-hmm.
So people come in together, they go to church, they pray together. You know what I mean? It's like for that 1 hour, they're like single unit.
Mm. Yeah. Exactly. Fa- they're saying
So
that family is the foundation of the society.
it is a foundation of society, and I think if people we would be more united, the politics would also look differently.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens if everybody's on the same page,
Mm-hmm.
right? In a perfect democratic world, you go and you will vote out the people who are destroying that fabric.
Mm-hmm.
But the more people argue, the more power you give to politics,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because now the politician, you'll give them right to tell you a lot of things. They
Mm-hmm.
implement kind of new rules. They tell you. I mean, let's not talk about politics, but that's what I'm saying is the power usually is within people because there's more of us than there's more of them.
Mm-hmm.
But if we keep arguing, nobody gets anywhere. Now, okay, let's just say that okay, we have different political views, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that listen, that doesn't matter. Political views, religious, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if I'm respectful of you and I care for you, care for who you are, like why do I care? What's dear to your heart? What do you call it? If it's different than mine, like you know what I mean? It's like we don't have that problem because I'm like, if you want to go to church, go to church. You're like, I'll do something else and then I'll see you later, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we don't agree on politics, listen, if I'm home, let's say if we have a home, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have a home and we're going to spend some quality time together. No politics required. We're going to cook a meal and eat as a family. No politics required. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
exactly.
house is not, this is not like, is this house Republican or them? No, it's
No,
ours.
it's ours. Exactly.
So that's what's important. Whatever is happening outside of these walls, it shouldn't matter. But if you bring this garbage into your house,
Mm. That's
Oh, that's
becoming
a different
chaotic.
story. So,
Mhm.
do you like having a lot of garbage in your house? I don't.
Mm, yeah.
Now, when you so arguing, like I said, let's just say that you have a belief and you're gonna say no matter what I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna change your mind. All right, I have an option.
Mm,
An intelligent person would say, okay, that's fair. Like, I love you. I care for you. You're amazing.
mhm,
It's, I'm not gonna be here and cheerleader your butt out in a, let's say, going to church
mhm,
or, whatever, like a political
mhm,
rally, whatever it is you do, right? But if you're gonna tell me I'm not gonna change your mind, then I'm not gonna change your mind, right? It's the same thing. Say, oh, let's what do you call it? When we come home, let's leave these things behind the walls, right?
mhm,
Because we don't agree, but I care for you, I love you, and that's more important to me.
mhm.
And but if you're gonna tell me that I'm not gonna change your mind, yet I'm still trying to change your mind,
Oh.
yet I'm still trying to press you,
Mhm,
and force my belief onto you,
mhm. Ah,
right?
that's a negative thing.
Guess Well, yes, because you're gonna push back even further.
Mm,
Nobody likes. Listen, nobody likes to be told, right? It's a different.
mm,
So now, if you have a proper communication, and you're gonna, let's say, you communicate, and I'm gonna say, okay, you tell me why do you believe in that, or why you think this politician or this system works better or not, and you're gonna explain to me why, right? And your
mhm,
explanation has a valid merit. Okay, sounds good. Like, now I see why you believe in what you believe because you told me, and now I have a clear understanding, right?
mm,
I might
exactly.
not agree, but I understand, right? So,
Mm,
with enough information, you'll understand any behavior. And for example, and I'm gonna share my point. Let's say, it's like, well, I used to be, raised Catholic, but then I've read this, blah blah blah, and I learned all this history and all the terrible things that church did, and so now it's like, okay, I understand where you come from,
mhm,
and although, I respect your decision, but at least we kind of know, but if you tell me, why do you believe? Well, I was taught that way, and I was told never to ask questions, right?
mhm. Hold on, love.
So, so my thing is that, if you're gonna tell me, well, I believe in this because I was told, or, I don't like when people believe in something without like an evidence because somebody told them to, right? And this is a very, very common thing. With the religion was that you have to believe in this and don't ask questions,
Mhm,
right?
mhm,
It's because it was beyond us, and like there's, like that we don't have enough mental capability to understand the holy tray, or like the Holy Spirit and all these things. Well, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. So what I'm saying is, like, people believe in different things are very easy. If you have a belief in politics, I
mhm,
want to know why, and I need you to like make intelligent decisions and beliefs in your life. Don't believe in something because somebody told you to. Have your own mind, right? That's what I say. Now, this is why I have this computer right here. This
uh-huh,
computer right now, I have Gemini,
mhm,
okay,
mhm,
right here, and we're gonna talk about things that people buy into and they believe, or they do things because somebody told them, or the society or the culture tell them, without actually asking why are we doing these things. So my first question, and it's everything in life works that way.
mhm.
Okay, who and why started started the trend of Valentine's
Oh, the trend of
Day.
Valentine's.
Now, why am I talking about Valentine's Day? because one of the Valentine's Day, it is one of the worst day for couples. There's the most breakups, the most arguments. Why? Because expectations have not been met,
Mm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Valentine's Day is supposed to be for loved ones. What if your boyfriend or your husband doesn't take you to the restaurant or doesn't buy you the gift you expected or whatever, right? And this is the problem. So it's supposed to be a day for the loved ones, but quite often it works the opposite way.
Mm.
And so let's see what Gemini is gonna say. Okay. Because you're gonna have usually marketing companies, restaurants, institutions, they start these trends not for the betterment of people and couple, but to withdraw resources. Like well, diamonds are the same thing, right? Diamonds is just a piece of glass, but then the diamond exchange in England, they start advertising the diamond is forever. The bigger the diamond, the what? I mean, the bigger the rock, the more I love you. Are you crazy? Like, in women, you just get brainwashed, and they say, I want a diamond, for you to
Mm-hmm.
prove. Well, listen, uh, I can give you no diamond and be amazing husband. I can give you a big as rock, right? That you're gonna be dragging your head on the asphalt, and then I'm gonna go cheat on you. I mean, have no. It's like if you bought into this, that means you do not understand how the world operates. Unfortunately, uh, everybody's try. It's like we said, it's retailers or regular people are
Mm-hmm.
being used for
Mm-hmm.
the super wealthy ones to gain more power because you're dumb enough to buy in these things. So when something like that happens, right? Well, I have questions. I want to know why that happened. When did that started? And among other things. And let me see. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm gonna change my Wi-Fi on this because
Mm-hmm.
it should be connected. Okay, so let's do something else. I'm glad to do this exercise. Um, and listen, okay, let's just say it's a crazy question, right? Like who started Valentine's, whatever. Well, guess what? You have a topic for conversation.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about Valentine's Day. I know this is not a part of the video, but it's one of the examples like how you can have a lot of questions like when diamonds became popular for engagement, right? Because let's say, or where the marriage, like the same thing is I learned about history, how where the marriages came from and how that got eventually corrupted like everything else, right? Any human invention eventually somehow gets corrupted and, you bring a government or religious institution to your house. All right. So Valentine's Day didn't originate from any single person or event. Instead, it developed over 2 millennia throughout a mix of Roman history, Christian martyrdom, medieval poetry, and 19th century commercialism. Now, money in history never had there was no money a long time ago, right? This is like cash. It's a very new invention, right? Because a long time ago, people would trade services or they would trade, right? Real goods, spices, tobacco,
Mm-hmm.
salt, like all these things were actually money. Those were real things you can hold that nobody printed. That was real money. So, so that's, once the money came over, then you had, it just what started to happen is obviously you had what commercialism among other things is that they started developing these things how to create trends
Mm.
that eventually cut off, like with using Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola is a water with flavor and sugar, but they used celebrities and everything, and it became like part of the American fabric, Coca-Cola and other products, right? And it was same thing as with marriages. Marriages were not for regular people, right? Marriages were for kings and queens to combine two countries together. Then it was for the wealthy people to bring two families together because there was no police or army to protect your,
Mm.
property. But when you have two people together, two is always better one. as you know,
Mm-hmm.
as a couple, right? Two people in one household will always get further and further from the other person,
Mm-hmm.
without a purpose. Or it's same thing with everything else. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, Kadma. So the Roman priest Saint Valentine, third century. I didn't know that. Saint Valentine. The holiday takes its name from Saint Valentine through church records mentioning at least two di- distinct martyrs with that name from a third century Rome. Who the most famous? I don't care about that. Why? Claudius banned from men from. Okay, so why? Claudius banned young men from marrying, believing single men made better soldiers. Valentine defied the emperor and performed marriages in secret. I didn't know that. When discovered, he was imprisoned and executed on February 14th. Legend adds that before his death, he wrote a letter signed "From Your Valentine" to his jailer's daughter, whom he had killed. Oh, that's actually kind of romantic. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Valentine, okay, third century, and died because he was marrying people in secret. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Okay, that type of thing. The Catholic Church replacing Lupercalia, 846 AD. Okay, Declarius, why mid-century? So this is not medieval poetry for new. Okay, plain text. Da 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 da. We don't care about that. In modern industrial revolution. Okay, so in the Industrial Revolution and mass cards, 1840, by the 1800s, sending valentines was a widespread across Western Europe and North America, but cards were still expensive and handmade.
Mm-hmm.
With who Esther Howland, known as the mother of American Valentine, began mass producing intricate lace trim Valentine's cards in the United States during 1840s. Why? Cheaper printing technology uniform. Okay. Want to know how Cupid and chocolate became part of the tradition? No. So what I'm interested in, what I'm interested in is how modern, let's say, industries benefit
Mm-hmm.
from pushing day. So pushing Valentine's Day to make to gain. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Okay, so let's say modern industries profit for pushing Valentine's Day by taking advantage of the strategic slot on the calendar, leveraging emotional messaging. In the United States alone, Valentine's Day generates over 27 to 29 billion in annual spending.
Wow.
Okay, that's the thing is you have a trend, somebody's going to take advantage of it, make it big. So not you, but them, right? Make a
Mm-hmm.
profit, taking advantage of an idea,
Mm-hmm.
bringing the Q1 slump. So after high volume holiday shopping period of November and December, consumers spend typically crashes in January and February. For major retailers, jewelry brands, and restaurants, Valentine's Day acts as a vital quarter one revenue anchor that revives consumer spending before the spring season.
Mm-hmm.
Industry jewelry estimate US spend. So jewelry $6.5 billion. Dining and hospitality 5.4 billion. Uh, Flowers and agriculture 2.9 billion. Candy, confectionery 2.5 billion. Greeting cards 1.4 million. Right, and now so we have a surge price, rose prices regularly jump 25 to 40% due to timed supply chain demands. So if you're a flower shop, you're gonna raise your prices
Mm.
because you know the guy's gonna have to pay. Because if he comes home without roses, you're sleeping on the couch, buddy.
Oh.
Now that woman is stupid,
Oh.
right? But if the woman is smart, she's gonna say, I know what. So that's how I look at things. I know what they're doing. I know they're jacking up the prices
Mm,
because you are in need. And you know what? And I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with somebody's like an industry is gonna take advantage of me,
mm,
and I'm not okay with the woman that follows the trend, right? Because if you're smart, you're gonna walk your own pathway. You don't need Valentine's Day
mm.
to go and buy flowers when there's no holidays. Just because
Yeah.
you can listen, you can literally make a Valentine's Day anytime,
Mm-hmm.
and then if the rest of the idiots, or you know what I mean. So look, if 20, listen, the truth is that let's say roses get 2 3 times cheaper, like sorry, more expensive on Valentine's Day, right?
Exactly.
So, so if I'm gonna get you, let's say, I'm gonna be stingy, okay? I'm gonna get you 3 roses. On a regular day, I can buy you 9. Hello,
Oh.
bigger bouquet. So listen, so so what I'm saying is that is a
Mm,
logical
mm.
point of view that that these industries do take advantage, brainwash women. And why? Well, you have girlfriends, right? It's like, what did your husband give you for Valentine's Day, or would they wait? And and there's like, oh, it's like they're it's like like 5 guys in the gym trying to see who's gonna push more weight, who's benching more. Is relationship a competition between people? No, it's not.
No.
But they make it to be, right?
Mm,
Because you know how women are. Women
mm.
will sit and it's like, "Oh, my husband is doing." It's none of your business. Like,
Uh,
this is my family. This is my house. I love my husband, and whatever's going in those 4 walls, it's my business.
exactly. Mm-hmm.
That's my way of looking at it. Now, if you're gonna tell me, right? If you're gonna tell me that it's important for you to share those things with your friends, with women, right? Because it's something you have in common. Women like to talk. And I'm gonna say, okay, like I don't have a problem like you saying that my husband is he's a cheap bastard and he didn't buy me anything, and what to make me into looking
Happy.
at because
Uh-huh.
I just listen, honey, I just don't care as long as you understand
Mm-hmm.
that we don't need anybody to tell us how to run our
Mm.
relationship.
So when it comes to that, you don't have a problem with me when it comes to that because I don't actually follow trends. Because what's the point of buying this expensive gift and roses when at the end of the day it will just dump into the waste? Something like that.
I mean, I think it's a nice gesture when you come home with a bouquet of flowers, kiss your wife, and she's like, "What is that for?" That's how I feel about you. Just because.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The value of giving the flowers, it's kind of sentimental to me. It's like one flower, it's just the gesture of giving something to your wife or to your girlfriend is valuable. That's the essence.
It is.
Yeah.
Listen, it is symbolic. Flowers are beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're part of nature. They're
Mm-hmm.
very delicate. So I think it symbolizes feminism. Another thing is like, well, it shows you that your husband is thinking about you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, it shows that he's taking initiative.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the flower shop, and I'm sure when he was buying flowers, he was smiling,
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
come home to you. So like, it's a talking. He's actually doing
Mm-hmm.
something that, that he wants a regular day, just after work.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
idea is like, I want to do something special for my wife. Now, if I'm gonna bring you flowers every day, after 3 4 weeks, they ain't special no more, right?
Because it's something like,
We
oh,
we get
yeah.
we get used to
Uh,
it, right? We
mm-hmm.
get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you call it? But what I'm saying is that like occasionally, uh, you know, women like flowers, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
we've already learned that bringing flowers, like you go on a first date, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe I said something that I hurt your feelings, and it's my way to apologize is I'm gonna go and bring you flowers.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna say, Well, these flowers are magical
Mm-hmm.
and they make you forget. And then I'm going to hit you on your head with the flowers. Boom. And now remember our fight yesterday. And when I called you and you're like, no, they work. Yay. Well, kind of,
Yeah.
anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say, but you can do this with, same thing as like, if you look at the diamonds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of buying a diamond ring, I mean, and if you like your ring, because same thing as rings, came later. Like long time, if you read, for example, okay, engagement ring. Um, I want to know that. Okay, when the trend of engage ring started. Okay, so the tradition of giving engagement ring evolved over centuries, but the modern expectation that the engagement ring must feature a diamond was created in 1938 by the De Beers Diamond Cartel.
Oh, diamond
All
cartel.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then, so you have, like you have certain dates now. Uh, okay, how marketers standardize the custom. Beyond making diamonds, and by the way, diamonds have blood on them.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond making diamonds, the standard gemstone, De Beers created severe specific rules around engagement rings that consumers follow today.
Mm-hmm.
Salary benchmarks. In 1930s, De Beers launched a man spent 1 month of salary on engagement ring. But 1980s campaigns pushed this to 2 months salary because 1 month is not enough. I have to
Oh,
spend 2 months of salary to show you that I love you. Be my wife. I'm gonna give some very wealthy, 2 months of my salary instead of spending that 2 months salary on our family.
yeah.
Good job, Marty. You go, boy. All right. Now, okay. So let's say, and up to 3 months in markets like Japan. Oh, you Toyota,
Toyota.
3 months. All right. A
Mm.
diamond is forever. The primary goal of the forever messaging was to prevent people from ever selling their diamonds, which would flood the secondary market and drive prices down.
Mm.
Uh, don't ever sell it. It's forever. Listen, even when we divorce, still don't sell it. The beer said it. Okay. Now, the solitaire standard in 1886, Tiffany and Corporation introduced the Tiffany settings, a six-prong mount that lifted a diamond above the band to catch the light. Meow, meow, meow,
Meow,
meow.
meow, meow.
Combined with the De Beers advertising, the single raised diamond became the quintessential image of an engagement. In 1950s to 1960s, what started as an ad campaign had become an integrated social norm across Western culture.
Oh.
Now, the the diamond people that control the diamond market, right? I was in London.
Mm-hmm.
They kept buying all the diamonds and they kept them from hitting the markets because if you're gonna fleet market with too many diamonds, that would bring the cost down of the diamond. So that's how they're controlling the prices of diamond. But like I said, if you look at the history of diamonds, a lot of people died, a lot of people suffered. Now the diamond industry is changing because now we can grow the diamonds right in the lab. There, so that means people are not dying. In dynamite. I mean, I'm sure there still are, but not to the same degree.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still ridiculous because let's say if I'm gonna spend 2 or 3 months of for a diamond, right? That looks like a piece of glass on your finger. would you rather do that, or would you want to go on a vacation for a month?
I will go for a vacation for a month.
And because what happens, you either have a diamond ring and you can, from far, nobody's gonna know the price or the cost or whatever it is, right?
Exactly.
It's just gonna look. And do you think that having a diamond, it's experiencing life, or do you think traveling and meeting people from different cultures and eating the food and 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 going to the, just
Mhm.
exploring the world, like
Yeah.
that's how you live your life.
Yeah,
Now,
exactly.
if you are one of those brainwashed dumb blondes, yes, I prefer the ring. Thank you very much. Right? Because,
Mhm.
but if you're and by you're a normal person that I would like to be married to, for example, no, my wife's gonna say, let's put something nice looking, on my finger because it's symbolic, and
Mhm.
I understand symbolic. I'm not a total prude, but put that instead of spending that money on these douchebags, right? That is telling you that if I'm not gonna give you a 2 months of a salary worth of a rock on your finger, I must not love you, right? Thank you very much. Then no, yes, like I want the type of woman is like, you know what? Let's do something experience, or let's save that money for our children's college, or you know what I mean,
Exactly.
like have an emergency for something that's useful, and it's not feeding the machine, because guess what, the marriage is for us, it's for me, you,
Mhm.
and kids,
Mhm.
not for those bastards,
Yeah.
but what do you call it? And if listen, and if everybody listens to them, and that they bite into these advertisements, good for them. Everybody has diamonds except us.
Mhm. So one thing also that I have seen to other women is that they are just like being so arrogant when it comes to, oh, I have 1 million worth of ring, oh, like oh, my husband bought me
Hmm.
this, and the other thing, oh, my husband bought me two rings, like that. uh it seems like a kind of competition to them, or I don't know how to, because I'm not one of those girls, I'm
Hmm.
something like that. I know
This
some
is
women like that.
this is five carat aluminum. Aluminum.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is aluminum 5 carat minimum. Two. The top is 5 carat, but the band is also aluminum. 100% pure. Uh, thin, right? And also, what you can do is you can take it apart,
Mm-hmm.
and you can cover it for like baking goods. It's a baking foil, like many uses. So
Yeah.
yes. Now, but listen, this is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, these women, the shallow, because we're gonna call them shallow,
Mm.
right? The diamond is not for them, the diamond is for the people they're trying to show them, right? So
So,
let,
mm-hmm.
let me explain. If you let's say let's take two brands of car, okay, we're gonna take Toyota,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna take BMW.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, BMW, much fancier car,
Mm-hmm.
right? And basic BMW
Mm-hmm.
is gonna cost you as much as a totally souped up Toyota with all the options. You're gonna be much happier driving
Mm-hmm.
that car. It's gonna be more luxurious. You get a better gas mileage, blah blah blah. And unless you're on a racetrack, that extra performance and better suspension, it doesn't play a role, right? Because you just go take the work. Now, who the BMW is for? Because I wanna pull somewhere, or let's say maybe go to the restaurant, right? And
Mm-hmm.
some people is gonna, oh, he's got a BMW. Listen, they're not gonna say. this guy must be smart. He's an amazing whatever. No, they look at the car and you think it's like, yeah, I'm driving a BMW. Dude, people are looking at the car, not you.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So who did you buy the car for? Did you buy the car for yourself to enjoy? Or did you buy it for the car that other people are drooling about? And listen, nobody's drooling about BMW
Mm-hmm.
unless you're in what do you call it? Jaburi, and one
Jabari.
of the, Jaburi. So nobody, but that's the thing is that like, look, I mean, I'm not saying because if you can afford it, and you love cars,
Mm-hmm.
because there are men who really love cars, and your car was a dream car was a Lamborghini or Ferrari or whatever, get it, but get it for yourself. Don't get it, right, is because you think that other people, because you like when people are looking at you and whatever. That means you bought it for them. You didn't buy it for yourself. Same thing with the diamond ring. Same thing with the purses, right? If I have a $50 purse or I got a $10,000 purse, you can put the same amount of things. It has the same function, except that one is gonna have a brand name, all right?
Mm.
And as a lady, when you're walking around and somebody's gonna say, "Oh, look, she's got a 10,000 purse, whatever." Well, guess what? The purse, right, takes the stage
Mm.
because people are gonna and they're not gonna look at you. And why people care about those things? It's because you have no other. Okay, I gotta watch my language.
Mm-hmm.
They have nothing else going on in their life,
Mm-hmm.
or they're so superficial. They're so superficial that, listen, clothes do not make you. Cars, cars, it doesn't give you any more value as a person,
Mm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's nice if you have a nice car and you can afford it,
Mm.
right? I'm pretty sure, but what do you call it? But cars, I understand, the purse. Um, if you like purses, I think you should have a nice one, at least
Mm-hmm.
one for yourself, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have it. It'll make. I have absolutely not, but not a $10,000 goddamn purse.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. You know. So if you love shoes, have a nice pair or two, right? But what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying is that buy it because not because you care about somebody you don't know, and
Mm-hmm.
somebody that you don't care about is gonna look at you because I wanna look good for somebody else. Like, do you even hear yourself?
Uh, yeah.
Because that's what that is. You listen. If you're, I'm just saying it's like this. You're gonna ask like, oh, you're buying these shoes and you're dressing all nice and you're putting a makeup. It's like, who you doing? Oh, I'm doing this for myself. Well, on Wednesday night when you're cooking or washing dishes, I want you to look like this.
It's not
Right?
like.
And he's like, well, but nobody sees me, so what's the point? That's the point that you're not doing it for yourself because you're doing it for other people. And
Oh,
why are you doing it for? Why do you care?
yeah,
Now,
exactly.
to have that mindset, that means you have to have a pretty good self-esteem, know who you are on inside,
Mm.
knowing that nobody whatever says or whatever thinks, I absolutely do not care. You know who I care,
Mm-hmm.
on whose opinion I care about? My wife's, my child's, the people that I know I can count on if something happens.
Mm.
These are the only people's opinions that I care about. I don't care about anybody else.
Mm.
Now, we live within a society. There are structures. Yes, when you go out, you should carry yourself well. You should
Mm-hmm.
dress clean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but what do you call it? I mean, some people walk around in pajamas, and that's fine too.
Mm.
Like in here, it's like there's nobody's gonna look at you. I mean, if you go to church in pajama, okay, I get it. But like, if you're gonna go grocery shopping, nobody cares if you're wearing a pajamas party. It's like you like comfort.
Ah, yes.
That's fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you're fatty, don't have your stomach hanging out because nobody wants to see your bits. If
Yes.
you're a girl
Mm-hmm.
and you barely fit in a pickup truck, it's like don't wear, short ties or everything's hanging out because I want to enjoy my meal later on, and if I
Mm-hmm.
remember you, I might puke. That's the thing. Is like be within a reason. No, you're not the only person in this world,
Mm-hmm.
right? And be considered. but
Mm-hmm.
also don't allow other people to tell you how to live. Don't allow other people say like dictate your decisions on purchases,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're buying something that is just not worth the money.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, art, right? Absolutely nothing, or whoever is willing to pay for it,
Oh yeah.
right? So what are actions? People are arguing because I want to outbid him because I want just because somebody bids on it, that means I want it too.
Mm-hmm.
And who wants it more? Whoever pays more. What is this? An auction? No, it's a life. So
Mm-hmm.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that some people I think are either from other planet or they're mixing medications and just be real and like I said and what do you call it? So that's my look. If you think about it, we just spent talking, I don't know, for half an hour about nothing and anything.
Yeah. So I think for the viewers, this is the example how we talk about. And really, Marty has a
We talk
lot
about
of things to
everything.
say. Yes. And I think when it comes to cross-cultural relationships, we have an endless what do you call this? Supply of conversation starters, right? And if you think
Well,
if
well,
you Mhm.
I learned from you. So, I learned from you about, like, well, I know everything from your school, the systems, the hiring,
Mhm.
when you went to, like, I want to know always everything,
Mm,
like from A to Z, the whole plumbing of it all, right? That's
exactly.
why sometimes you don't tell me the plumbing and I'm not happy about it because I want to know more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
And
details. Mhm.
I like this every detail. Like, if you can give me a 5 hour detail on why you write the way you write, I'll listen.
Mhm.
I'm weird, right? Because I like
Yeah.
to know things. No, but that's the thing is that like I haven't cleaned under because in the beginning there's like certain situations we had and you done it a certain way. I wasn't happy about it, but then you explained to me why, and then I'm like, okay, now I understand and it's fine. I'm not like I'm not gonna say anything
Mm.
because because I understand that's all it is. I think that people argue about things
Mhm.
because because they don't understand each other. They don't understand,
Mm.
like you borrow money to someone. Why did you do that? Or you why? Well, because somebody gave me money before when I was in need. I understand that, and you know what? I'll shut up
Mhm.
because you have a good heart and you still remember and you try to pay forward, right? So it's not that or you're stupid or you're ignorant or easy to manipulate. No, it's like you serve what you were served in life.
Exactly.
You cannot argue with that because that makes sense now, where before it didn't make sense. And why it didn't make sense? Because I didn't ask in that I knew. After I asked and after I was told, I changed my mind
Mm.
because you know what? I would probably do the same thing,
Exactly.
and
Mhm.
that's why well, think about like how many things you go through life every day. It's like it's not all about I wake up, I'll go to work and
Mhm.
what I mean. The fact is that we read a lot, both of us, right? We're constantly learning something new daily.
Mm.
um
Exactly.
you're gonna hear something that just influence your thinking or it sparks that thought, and I
Mhm.
want to share that thought with you. Or
Mhm.
but the same thing is like I have such a vast interest in politics and right and the history, and I like
Psychology.
finances and
Yeah.
just there's I mean there's so many genres of information you can, and the funny thing is everything is under your fingertip.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
never is history easier to learn things and explore things, even like I said, even at work, put your headphones on, get a good audiobook,
Yeah. Mhm.
find a good genre you get interested, whatever. Go to, everybody has, well, not everybody, but like sometimes, like let's see people that I like, right,
Mhm.
or I follow. and let's say you say, give me 10 books, recommendation for 10 books about history of
Mm-hmm.
whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or about finances or whatever, right? You get 10 books, and go on Audible. You can read the reviews. If the books is amazing reviews, you can play. If you, one thing I learned is that I bought a book. I didn't like the voice, the narrator. It's hard for me to I have three of them, right? Or in the beginning, it's like, I mean, there's different reasons, but there were three books I couldn't finish reading or listening to. I'm sorry,
Mm.
but most of the books are amazing. And the good thing is, like, read a book, like, so the goal currently we
Mm.
went through,
Yes.
and I told you the book is amazing, and you're
Yes.
gonna like the book. I already knew
Yes.
because it has relationships among other things,
Mm-hmm.
but it also, so it has that for you. But the mechanics of operating a business is something that I can, as associate with, right? So it has something for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then you read the book, and then you share, like,
Yeah.
technically what you learn. Well,
Mm-hmm.
just have a conversation.
Uh-huh. That's one thing. So I think for the couple, for especially for Filipino partner, is go for something that you both have interest with, and like
And
if you two love gaming,
interesting.
yeah, if you two love gaming, then go uh what the online gaming. If you both love,
I don't know. I don't know. Listen, if gaming is something that's gonna hold you up together for 30 years, or K-pop, or
well, there
or
are
those
people like that. Remember my friend Riza, and she and her husband, they love games like Mobile Legends, so they love gaming because her
okay,
husband.
so
Mhm.
but they live together, or they play it remotely.
Remotely when she was still here in the Philippines, but now she is now in Greece.
So it's now, instead of playing games separately, they are touching each other. Oh, with the lightsabers. Oh, I mean, if like, I mean, it'd be kind of a little weird if we're like sitting and. I mean, I'm not into games, right? Because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's a waste of time.
Uh-huh. Yes.
But listen, if you are into games, and I mean, I think it's not a, like I said, it's not a bad way to,
Hmm.
because, well, you found something you both like,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
and what do you call it? So like, let's just say that if you are in a relationship,
Mm,
and there's not a, like, and let's say you guys don't have nothing to talk about,
mm,
recommendation will be, figure it out what you both like, and what you have in common. That should be your job number one.
yes.
Now, if you cannot, you should not be together.
Mm. So
You have
recreate
nothing in
something
common.
that you both interested with, like
You have to have
mm,
something, in common.
in common. Yes. Cooking together, even in a video call, create like this. We are creating a YouTube channel where we can talk about a lot of things. This is a good example, right? And what else? When we talk a lot of things just under the sun. One thing about us is that we talk economics, politics, religion, psychology, science, about the future, kids, parenting, education, history, and one thing that we are in common is that we love traveling. We both curious about the world. We have purpose in life. We value family.
So,
Mhm.
for the lazy people that don't have an idea, so I asked Gemini, give me some topics to talk about in a relationship that is long distance.
Mm.
Now, navigating a long distance relationship requires moving beyond routine updates, like, how was your day, into deeper conversation that foster emotional closeness, spark laughter, and help build a shared vision of the
Mhm.
future.
Mhm.
Here are the current topics and discussions from categories by theme. Shared future and long-term planning.
Mhm.
Having a mutual vision.
Mhm.
Keep distance manageable by giving both partners a tangible goal to look forward to.
Mhm.
The next visit agenda. Brainstorm concrete itineraries, places to eat, and activities your next trip together. That could work before, let's say 2, 3 months before a visit,
Mhm.
right? But then it depends how often you see each other.
Mhm.
Closing the distance, discuss timelines, career moves, or geographic preferences for eventually living in the same location. There's only so much you can talk about that. Is you wanna give me a geographic preference for our later, maybe? Huh? Global. Yes. Right there. Okay. Bucket list planning. Create a joint bucket list of cities to travel to, skills to learn together, or milestones to celebrate. Now, this would be good.
Mhm.
However, if you are like that guy that just maybe you like very low energy and he's like, honey, you wanna create a bucket list of cities to travel to? I don't know where you wanna go. Okay. The skills to learn together. I don't know. What do you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Thi- this is so broad. Like, I don't care about, okay, so I'm gonna, okay. The ideal routines describe what a normal low key Saturday together would look like
Mhm.
once the distance is gone, right? So
Mhm.
what would it like, if you're here, you wanna touch me? Okay. That's all you want?
Uh,
Well, yeah. Well, like you can, okay, now deep emotional connection and vulnerability.
ooh.
Deep. Okay. Physical separation can make spaces for meaningful verbal intimacy that couples in proximity often overlook. Intimacy. Love language at a distance. Ask each other, how can I make you feel most loved and appreciate while we are apart?
Oh, wow. That's a
Uh,
good question.
okay. I don't like that question. Core memories. Reflect on early moments in your relationship. What first attracted you, favorite early dates, or when you realized you care deeply for each other?
Right the moment when I saw you at the airport for the first time.
Hold on. Okay, that's when you start caring about
No, no,
me when you
no, no.
saw me.
I mean the first time that I saw you personally, that's how.
How dare you?
Oh, I really love it. Because
Yeah, I
actually,
know.
on video call
Can,
without
can you
meeting each
just
other.
can you just admit I'm hard to love? Can you just admit I'm hard to love? Okay, can you admit I am much nicer in person versus over the
Uh,
video calls?
you are much nicer in person over the video call because at first, video call, it's not actually the the real, if you there's a one Filipina right now that she got beaten by her husband because they are only in a relationship for um about half a year. So they filed for Q1 visa.
Hmm.
They only meet once, okay, within 2 years. And she didn't know that her husband has this bipolar kind of, you know, in
I know.
character. Yes. And punched her.
Okay, so he's violent. So
Yeah,
and he's
violent.
physically abusing her.
Yes. And that's one thing. So don't go, girls who are watching now. So don't uh go into a relationship if you don't know really your man is, especially if he has this controlling behavior. Pay attention when he gets angry. That's one thing.
So let me ask you something. Are you afraid of me?
No, I'm not.
Would you think I could hit you because
No,
I'm bipolar?
no,
Okay, because I'm not bipolar.
you're not.
Well, and this is listen, and this is the thing is like if you don't feel comfortable, like what do you
Mhm.
call it? Well, so first of all, I'm a teddy bear. I love to cuddle and hug
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
closeness,
yeah,
right? That's the one thing. But second of all, I'm very protective over you
yeah.
because you're so fragile and so little and sweet.
Uh-huh.
So the more you are, the more I'm like, I would obviously never do that. But
Mhm.
yes, if you see a guy is losing his
Mm.
uh
Temper.
same thing is yes, because I was thinking about saying other word, but it's
Mhm.
not a good word to use.
Mhm.
He's losing his temper. Thank
Mhm.
you. Then yeah, no, don't you should not be with him. And that's the thing is that um it's if he values his mother, he's gonna value his wife. With me, it's a little bit different, right? Because I prioritize a little bit different things. But the same thing is if the girl does not value her father because maybe her father was in his life, it's gonna be a difficult for her to value her man because
Mm.
those things, they match, in relationships. So same thing is like if your partner always complains, "Oh, my boss is beep," and and like complains everybody and just this is not a type of a guy we want to be with.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to be with somebody because I got an amazing boss. I love my job. I'm like person that actually makes good choices. Because if I'm gonna say my work sucks and I still keep working there,
Mm. Exactly.
well,
Mhm.
work is optional. So are relationships, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what do you call it? Yeah, but that sucks, man. It's like
Mhm.
you go. But listen, people like although it sucks what happened to her, but it's also her fault.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whatever,
Mhm.
I understand that your job is to make sure
You
you have a
go.
good man,
Mhm. Mhm.
you trust him, you pay attention, you look for red flags, and it's your job to make a decision, that he's protective, he's the provider, like, I feel comfortable out of him. I know if something's gonna happen, he's gonna stand in front of me, right?
Exactly.
Same thing as for a guy, it's like it's your job, to make sure that, your Filipina is not looking just for opportunity to come to US so she can make money, send all the money to the family where you're gonna be supporting her because occasionally she touches your pee. No good. Okay. Your job is also, same thing is so you don't keep buying her things or giving him things or helping her out because she never has anything, but also do for other guys. All right.
Oh, there are,
So
yeah,
it's
there are
it's
Filipino.
my job.
Mhm.
So it's my job not to get used, and it's your job to make sure that your guy it's what you're looking for. So same thing is people take responsibilities,
Exactly.
pay attention because guess what? You're gonna get bitten.
Beating, beat.
Okay, uh, I digress. Okay, so personal growth and fears discuss current personal goals, career ambitions, blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
And gratitude audits share three specific things you admire about how the other person is handling the life right now.
Mm.
We don't have a problem about that. I think the only time when you complain is when I spank my goat that I have outside of the house. He's like, "You're getting too frisky." Okay, I don't have a goat. I'm just kidding. Meh.
Okay.
Okay, light-hearted, fun, and hypothetical prompts. When heavy or serious discussion gets exhausting,
Mm.
playful scenarios help keep the connection lively and fun. Would you rather, relationship edition, would you rather spend a week in a remote cabin with no services or bustling luxury resort in a city?
Um, you go for a resort and unwind.
Okay, I'm gonna bring the energy down, okay?
Okay.
Because I think you got blinded by the sparks coming. Okay, So would you rather spend a week in a remote cabin? So you want to go somewhere in the middle of nowhere, some cabin, with deer eating my cucumbers and my tomatoes in the middle of nowhere? Or would you like to stay in a luxurious hotel, with good services and resorts somewhere in the city? Which
Mm,
one?
well, I think we'll go to a city since I'm in a province.
Okay, I apologize. Listen, okay, what I'm saying is that when you go, listen, when you go on a vacation, you can go anywhere in the world.
Oh yes.
We're not. So that means you can go to Djibouti, okay, if you
Djibouti.
want to. So what I'm saying is Djibouti, Djibouti. Mm-mm. So what I'm saying is that you have a choice. You want to go to the middle of bushes,
Bushes.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
bushes with no plumbing,
Uh-huh.
just barely electrical, or a luxurious hotel in a city.
Luxurious hotel in the city. Once in a lifetime.
No, no. Let me ask you something. Have you been in a luxurious hotel in a city?
Yeah. And I also
How many times?
um 3 times. Oh, 4 times.
Okay, so it's not in a city. Like first of all, it's not once in a lifetime because you've
Eh.
been there and you've done that.
Oh yeah. If uh for the first time.
I'm patient. Hmm.
Okay,
What
for
I'm
the first
saying,
time I'm here in a in a farm, lived in a farm. For those Filipina that they never been to a city, I think that's their that's their choice. But for Filipinas that they lived in the city, they will go explore the farm life thing. So either both, I grew up in a farm, so I'm actually curious what the life in the city look like. So
no. So let me. What was your favorite hotel you stayed in?
so far, Seda.
Okay. How many times have you been in Seda?
2 times. 2 times.
And what did you like the most about Seda?
The services and the view and um
Hey,
with
rooftop breakfast?
rooftop
Amazing.
breakfast. Yes, rooftop. Yes.
With a beautiful view.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and that's the a residency, Seda residency
Agency
in
in
Makati,
Makati.
and
Yes.
because there's another one in BGC that I haven't been in, but I also like Coral Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so this is the thing. The thing is that you are not, because like let's say when we went to Bali, right? Like we
Mm-hmm.
stayed in the area. Well, it's I don't know if it's a oh, you disappeared a little bit. I
Okay.
don't know if it's not a big city, but what I'm saying is that you stay in a busy area. It doesn't have to be in the center of a city,
Mm-hmm.
but then when you explore, you can go outside of the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are not only tied up that it has to be one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can compromise, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can, let's say that if I'm gonna find, okay, so like I work a lot. I'm sorry, but I don't want to stay in a cabin because I want to have a shower. I want to have a toilet, a sink. Like I want a little bit luxury.
Uh-huh.
I am not sleeping in a goddamn tent.
I can sleep
Okay.
in a tent. I can do
It's
that. Yeah.
okay. But for some people, that's fine. Like,
Mm-hmm.
when you're super adventurous.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like for men, when you have kids, you're going to go in a tent because,
Mm-hmm.
but if it's for me and I want to like take a break from work and I'm with my lady, a nice, luxurious hotel, and not in the middle of somewhere where it's like, I cannot sleep because dogs are barking. No, God damn it. You know what I mean? So,
Uh-huh.
and then, nice, clean, and obviously these hotels just have a higher class, good food. It's like, I don't want to come down. It's like, oh, we have breakfast. You come down and,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a mystery food. And he's like, what is that? And, the server's like, we don't know. But since, it's a very cheap hotel, then just buy it, right? No, it's like, I rather pay a little bit extra and just, have things
Mm,
that,
mm-hmm.
whatever. So,
Yeah, that's
so,
why I
but you
like
can
to
have,
visit. Mm.
yeah, well, listen, I mean, we're not going to continue, but guess what? We just had a 5 minute conversation about who
Yeah,
likes
yeah,
what, right?
yeah.
Okay. So
Exactly.
now let's continue. Would you rather have a surprise visit planned or know every detail ahead of time? Great
No,
question.
know the detail ahead of time.
See, me too. But some people like a surprise, right?
Mm. Yeah. Oh, for the
Now,
surprise birthday party or a special occasion, I think that's
you know,
reasonable.
well, so check this out. So if you're a Filipina and you have a nasty, nasty, nasty fiance, okay, abroad, and he's gonna come down and see you, but maybe he's gonna stop somewhere before, hook up with another dirty person just like he is, and he's gonna come and see you, and then you guys make love, and then you're gonna catch something. Surprise!
Oh, a disease. Oh.
Super, it's a surprise. Surprise. So no, I'm a planner. Well, hey, I have done this
Mm-hmm.
before.
Yeah.
So some people. That's the thing is, some people are planners,
Mm-hmm.
and some people will just pack up and go, and they say, "I'll figure it out."
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes they'll have to sleep on the street because they cannot find a hotel or
Mm-hmm.
the hotel is too whatever it is. But you know what? That's an also experience. And like, guess what? I slept on the bench in Manila. And then you know what? And then I woke up in the morning and my butt hurt. All right.
Yeah.
Let's okay. Role reversal. Discuss what a day in each other's shoes looks like. What
Mm-hmm.
is the most stressful part of the routine versus yours? Right.
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I woke up in your shoes in the morning, right? And then I cooked rice for Rosie, and then when I saw it was about time, I grabbed her by her shirt and I threw her out the street. I'm like, go and walk. Um, then I called my fiance Marty, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, I'm busy, this and that, and then it's like I'm telling him, oh, I gotta poop, so we end the I go sleep, right? Because, you know me, I love my naps and whatnot. And yeah, and then the night came over. Uh, my other boyfriend came over a little bit. What do you call it? He brought food. What's the from Anok? He brought some chicken from Anok.
Undoxed.
And then we Andok. I'm
Undoxed.
sorry, Andok. Right? And what do you call it? And then he left, and then I called, my fiance and what do you call it? And I had my little antennas going on and everything. And
Mm.
yeah, so that's how my life looked like if I was you, but I'm not. And I digress. But like, this is actually so. If you could tell how your partner's life looks like during the
Mm.
day, that means you pay attention,
Mm.
right? Because if you listen, think about it. If you ask me, well, I just told you how I see it. I mean, with a little goofy curve to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you would ask me, so I would say like this. Uh, can you tell me if you're me? Can you describe my life daily, how it looks? And you would say, well, I don't know because I'm not you. Then that means you're not paying attention,
Mm. Exactly. You are well
right?
disciplined. It's
Well,
not a thing.
okay, let's not talk about my discipline because okay. So now the role reversal is pretty good idea, I think. What's the stressful part of the routine versus yours, right? So we got stressful days.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, like for example, I'm not. Let's okay. That was. I'm not even gonna talk about this. Bedroom jokes,
Mm-hmm.
unpopular opinions, debate, harmless hot takes, best pizza topping, overrated travel sports, worst movie tropes. I don't think so. Listen, I don't think we would ever talk about who likes better toppings on pizza. We just don't talk about things like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's yeah, nothing.
I mean, Like the only time when we talk about food was the time when I did hello, hello,
Oh yeah.
and then I was running through my hotel lobby because I thought I'm gonna poop my pants over there, and it was like, oh my god, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, outside of that, like what do you call it? Look, what we like. I mean, you're Filipina, so guess what? I think it's genetic. You technically eat everything. And if there's something you don't like, we just sprinkle a little rice on top of it, and now you like it.
Oh
All right,
yeah.
that's the Filipino way, and let's call it adobo. All
Adobo.
right,
Yes.
I don't like this, but it's adobo. I love it.
I love it.
Okay, then desert island scenarios. Pick three movies, three albums, and three foods you bring if you were stranded together for a year.
Oh.
Okay, so movies, I like movies.
Mm.
That would be
I like movies too.
music. Music. I don't listen to, but none of us can sing without traumatizing each other. But I can do three favorite books,
Oh yeah.
and then three foods: chicken, beef, eggs. What would you bring? Rice, brown rice, red rice, and white rice.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, give me three foods.
Ah.
What kind of foods would you bring?
Um.
1 year, you got it. That's all you get to eat.
Chicken. Rice for me and eggs.
Okay. I knew there's not. Which rice? What type of rice?
Red rice. Red rice.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Um.
So, to summarize things, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, okay, we have a topic.
Yes.
The topic is, let's say one person communicates, the other person doesn't say much,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we start in how many things or what that conversation evolved to how many different things. And this is the point. It's endless. If you
Exactly.
cannot do that, your life is gonna be boring.
Exactly.
It is what it is. Now, I would like to also add that, for example, if you are interested in me, you're gonna ask a lot of questions. You're gonna ask me a lot of questions because you wanna know. You
Mm-hmm.
you find me interesting, or well, because you wanna go and or whatever, right? But that's the thing is that people ask questions that they are interested in. Uh, People want to know how was your day
Mm-hmm.
because they care about you, right? You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
they want to be a part of your life, and that's how we share each other's lives.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody's not asking, they're absolutely putting no effort. Listen, nothing stops you to we have technology that can help us. Like I'm not saying allow technology to do things for you, but you have the technology. Let's say give me enough topics for 30 days, right? And guess what, right? And every day, if I'm gonna say, I know you're kind of been complaining, I'm not talking too much, so I did something, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
got topics for each day. Wouldn't you think it's like, oh, he's caring about what I said.
Mm-hmm.
He values, our relationships because he's putting a effort, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Into do I need to say more?
That's actually a good point. So plan ahead the things that that you need to say. So one thing that I learned from Marty is that uh have a practical ways on how to solve certain problems within the relationship. Okay, if you listen to your partner, what will be the outcome? If you don't listen to your partner, what will be the outcome? If your partner is lazy, force him or her to do something else in life. Or yeah, what is it? What is that?
I'm protecting myself so you don't steal my brain.
So that's one thing I love
And
about
then
him because he made me laugh just when I woke up this morning. He made me laugh, and That made my day.
Listen, don't be afraid to make a fool out of yourself.
Oh yes.
Figure out random funny things like I'm gonna do something funny to make my partner laugh when she wakes up in the morning.
Yeah.
That's what that is about. It's like you are being considerate of each other. And let's start at at day,
Mhm.
what do you call it? Is because you make my day when I see you in the morning. So I want to make
Uh,
your day too.
and one thing that I've learned from him is he loves my smile. He loves my smile. So
That's
yes
that,
or no?
that's
Yes or
that's that's
no?
that's false. Yes, okay, yes.
Okay.
Hello. See, I have a microphone too. Just mine is newer. Hello, hello,
Okay. I
hello.
have also here. Okay. So I'm gonna put on mine. This is actually more fancy than. Hello.
Yeah, hello. New fault. Hello.
Okay, so guys, that's all for today because I will be having a class because I'm teaching online. So, uh, thank you so much, love.
Samalat is salamat po. There
Salamat.
you go.
Salamat po.
Salamat. Eh, guapo.
Mahusay.
Uh,
Me,
okay.
beautiful.
Eh,
Guapo.
oh,
Guapo.
see, I forgot.
Kuya?
Okay, well, guapo, see. Oh yeah, kuya, kuya, ati. Uh-huh. Okay, okay, okay. Uh, sisig.
Sisig.
All right,
Okay.
go. Bye.
Okay. Thank you so much. See you in our next video, guys. Bye bye.
Yeah, recommended topic. Bye.
Bye.